So if you don't already know, 7 Days to Die has a new game in the works, which is, I'm assuming, coming really soon. Now, before you all jump to the whole thing that 7 Days to Die is still in early access and they should finish that first, while you are correct, this new game that's been done isn't entirely done by the Funpimps, it's done by another studio, which means they don't have to outlay all that work to the new game while still finishing 7 Days to Die. So that's good news, which means we're getting a new game, and I believe it's in the same universe as 7 Days to Die, so we should see same guns, same zombies, things like that. So there was some information that came out that I want to share with you guys. I believe this came through on the YouTuber Guns, Nerds, and Steel, if I'm saying it correctly. So I think that's where the information comes from. I think that most of the stuff is 100% correct, as he has spoken to the developers himself. I'm not sure why that's the case. I don't understand why the information came through him and not the Funpimps itself, which is a bit strange, but I'm going to read through what he posted and what he was given from the Funpimps. So, introducing Blood Moons. From the creators of 7 Days to Die comes a new game set in the same universe. 4 survivors, players, compete against one Hive Master player and their minions, bots. Craft, loot, build, and fight for 7 days and 7 nights. Work together to survive. Each play session is expected to take 1 hour or less before a full reset and a new match begins. Featuring several handmade maps, voxel-based maps, levels, perhaps dozens, it will have a long-term progression system to reward players with perks and unlocks such as skins. Release into early access is expected in roughly 6 months, so around April 2024, which likely will coincide with the release of A22. It will have DLC updates after launch. There will be an online matchmaking, or you can team up with your friends. This is not a single player experience. Development is being made by a third-party development team, with direct support and supervision by a small team from the Funpimps. Think of this like a fast-paced, compressed experience, like a mix between 7 Days to Die and Dead by Daylight. Right, so that is the 7 Days Blood Moons game that's going to be coming out. Honestly, my first initial impression of this is brilliant. I think this is a great idea for the Funpimps to kind of downscale a little bit in terms of ambitious ideas, because 7 Days to Die is an ambitious idea. It is hard to make a survival game that is fully voxel based and randomly generated maps and so many other things in 7 Days to Die. You do not understand how hard it is to make such a game. It is easier to make a more linear game where it goes through different levels and things like that. So this is a really good idea. The one thing that does scare me a little bit is when they mentioned such as skins, which I'm assuming this is just out of my head, that this might be a kind of a paid kind of thing. Maybe. Not sure, but the Funpimps have never really shown that they want to kind of grab money from people, so I don't think so. But as soon as they mention skins and things like that, then you straight away think that this is going to be one of those games where you can buy skins for, $10 or $5 or something like that. But hey, I could be entirely wrong. Even if that was the case, I do not care. As long as the gameplay is good, as long as we are enjoying ourselves, then that's fine. There was another thing that I did see from a lot of the players of 7 Days to Die. They did not like this. Like a lot of the comment sections that I saw on the posts on Facebook. Yeah, I know, coming from Facebook, right? Of course, no one will like it. But a lot of people were very upset and didn't really like this idea. Don't think they really get it, but I think this is a really cool idea. I think this is going to be so much fun to play against like my members and my friends on the channel. It's going to be nice for content purposes. It'll be nice to have a spectator mode. Maybe you as a master of the game can be a spectator as well and watch everything go down. I think it's going to be really cool. So it says that this will be coming out in 6 months or so. Just remember, Funpimps don't really give exact release dates. It could be more or less. Never know. They also mentioned that this will happen during the time where Alpha 22 will be released. So we're looking at a lot of good information here, right? This is nice. This is jam-packed. We got some cool stuff. So it looks like in 6 months, 6 to 7 months or so, Alpha 22 will be coming out. Is that a long time? It feels like a long time. It sounds like a long time. I don't think it's a long time. It's going to go really quick. Months don't, they don't take long. Life goes quickly. So yeah, so Alpha 22, I would say it's about around the corner. It's not too far away. I'm glad to hear that. I was a bit worried since Alpha 21 came out that we might be waiting a year or more for the next Alpha. And to be honest, Alpha 21 is fun and all, it's just not enough to keep me entertained for another year. So, what do you guys think of this new game? Do you think it's interesting? I really think it's cool, and I want to hear what you guys think down below. So, leave me a comment, leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more content like this in the future, and I will try my very hardest to keep you updated on any new information about 7 Days, Blood Moons, and Alpha 22, of course. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Check you in the next one.